Support WrestleTalk!
Thanks for your Patreon support, Paulie Dangerously German.
We've got a new United States Champion, we've got a new WWE Championship, and move over random Elias heel turn, Rusev would also likely to randomly turn heel too. I am Luke Owen, leave a comment down below I can reply to, and vote in the poll above my head to let me know what you thought of the show, where you can choose from Smackdown, Smack-Tactics.
What did I just say?
Smack bang in the middle Smackdowner, and a smack in the face. This is the 29th of January 2019 edition of Smackdown Live in about 4 minutes. The winner of the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble and the woman who will face Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania, Becky Lynch, opened the show this week, cutting a short promo on old Ronnie before being interrupted by Charlotte Flair, who spoke insincerely about being happy and proud of Lynch for winning a match she wasn't supposed to be a part of. Hey, if Shane McMahon can do it, why not Becky? Becky responded to this promo in the best manner possible by punching Flair right in the face. The two then brawled around ringside because I guess they still have issues despite being feuding since SummerSlam last year, and Becky seemingly hurt her ankle in the process. This was a really solid start to the show, and it keeps that plate of Flair versus Lynch spinning as we head towards WrestleMania, particularly as reports suggest it will actually be a triple threat in the main event. Shinsuke Nakamura's first run with the United States Championship was pretty much a wet fart, with no storylines over the belt despite holding it for hundreds of days. Maybe he'll fare better with his second run after winning it from Rusev on Sunday. Nope, wait, R-Truth is now the United States Champion after pinning Nakamura in what felt like an accident. Truth rolled him up and Nakamura kicked out, and the two continued to wrestle, but the referee called for the bell and announced Truth was the new champion. But clearly this title switch wasn't an error because Rusev then came out and cut a heelish promo on Truth winning the belt, unless that was called on the fly. But it did lead to a match between the two, which Truth won rather quickly. For some reason, Rusev then teamed with Nakamura, the man who led to his wife Lana getting hurt so bad she couldn't even compete in the Royal Rumble to complete this random heel turn, and the two left Truth laying. Later in the show, they set up a tag team match with the Good Brothers, who I am shocked are still employed. This was all very weird. The finish to the Truth Nakamura match did feel like a botch, and the commentary played it up as one, but it must have been the plan given the Rusev stuff that followed it. As I said, unless that was all called on the fly. I don't know, it was really weird. There was supposed to be a match between Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe, but Zelina Vega cut a promo on Rey and Andrade attacked him from behind to leave him laying. We got clips of Paige and The Rock at the Sundance screening of Fighting With My Family, a movie which the Hollywood Reporter said in their review is a couple of scenes with The Rock don't energize a run-of-the-mill sports story. In a backstage segment, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose announced themselves for the Elimination Chamber match to win the women's tag team titles. How come they didn't have to qualify for their matches like the teams on Raw did? But more importantly, Rose revealed why she hates Naomi so much. It turns out that Naomi, when she was part of Team Bad with Sasha Banks and Tamina, was a bit mean to her on Tough Enough in 2015, and Rose has never mentally recovered from it. I mean, at least there's a storyline reason for the two to be feuding now. You know, this show really could use some more promo segments. Thankfully, Miz and Shane came out to celebrate their tag team title win, with Shane bringing down Miz's father, who said he was proud of his son. This was all really lovely. Some might wonder why Miz's dad wasn't proud of his son being the WWE Champion and headlining WrestleMania, but that was one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time, and no one should be proud of it. Shane also announced that they would be defending their titles at Elimination Chamber and booked a fatal four-way to crown new #1 contenders. By WWE's own admission, the SmackDown tag team title scene was really repetitive because it was the same three teams facing each other for the belt all the time, which really doesn't explain why they made up 3/4 of this match, with NXT call-ups Heavy Machinery filling out the teams. Has anyone seen EC3? As one would imagine, this match was a lot of fun and really showed off Heavy Machinery's comedy and power spots. It was really the best showing of Machinery since coming up to the main roster. I also got a giggle out of Corey Graves saying Otis Dozovich looked like Gwildor from Masters of the Universe, which is shockingly accurate. Heavy Machinery eliminated New Day, The Bar eliminated Heavy Machinery, and the Usos pinned The Bar to become the new #1 contenders to Miz and Shane McMahon. man. Daniel Bryan came out for shockingly more talking next, wearing a t-shirt that asked for no homophobia, no racism, and no sexism. Ooh, what a heel! He then brought out his new Planeteer member, Rowan, who he said had joined him for the greater good.
Shut it!
Bryan said that AJ Styles was right, and he is indeed a hypocrite. You see, he's been carrying around the WWE Championship that is made from the skin of a cow that he decided to name Daisy. He then told a story about poor Daisy and how she was needlessly killed to make this belt, which the crowd responded to by chanting, "Thank you, Daisy," and then chanted, "Goodbye, Daisy," when Daniel Bryan threw the belt in the bin. He then introduced the new WWE Championship, which is made of hemp. This brought out, in order, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, Mustafa Ali, and Samoa Joe, who all wanted a shot at Daniel Bryan's Heavyweight Championship. I'm surprised that Matt Riddle and Rob Van Dam didn't come out, to be honest. After an Ooh Wendy reference, a brawl broke out and Triple H announced on the big screen that all 6 men would compete for the title at Elimination Chamber. For a change, this was actually a really newsworthy episode of SmackDown Live. Truth won the US title, Rusev turned heel, we got a new WWE Championship design, and a couple of matches were announced for Elimination Chamber. Really, this was a good show. The problem is that on this wrestling show there was only one proper wrestling match, with both truth matches only going a couple of minutes combined. Call me crazy, but I like wrestling on my wrestling show. With that said, I really liked the Becky segment, and Daniel Bryan unveiling a new WWE Championship not made of leather is an inspired choice. This week's SmackDown Live is a high smack bang in the middle. Is Dean Ambrose really leaving WWE? Check out the WrestleTalk news by clicking the video on screen. And vote in the poll for which pay-per-view Ollie and I will review on Wrestle Ramble Extra by becoming one of our pledge hammers on Patreon. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.